Good morning, Mark. You're riding Diamond Light. The last race will be tough against Ghost Dog. How do you fancy that race?
Yeah, I agree with you. It's going to be tough. Ghost Dog seems to be on the up. He seems to be climbing through the divisions nicely. He's obviously a decent horse. He's some of his races he's won convincingly. Look, I always knew that we'd probably have to clash again. He beat us last time. I would say I was a little bit unlucky. I probably wouldn't have won the race. I probably could have finished a little bit closer. But Diamond Light, obviously now he's had a run under the belt. He's benefited from it. He's doing quite well at home. His track work's been sort of good. He's not a horse that really burns up the track in the mornings. But he's well within himself. And I think the fact that we now level weights will obviously tilt the sort of into sort of my advantage, So, but saying that, the Ghost Dog's obviously, like I said, he's a sort of very impressive horse. He's done well. He's done nothing wrong, and he's going to be a hard nut to crack. But I think we're capable.
So, for you, between Ghost Dog and Diamond Light, there's the big difference in the gap.
No, I think it's a sort of race that will probably boil down to tactics, the pace, and a bit of luck as well. Only half a length in it last time, and like I said, Ghost Dog has now come up to 61 kilos. Diamond Light seems to, he always seems to carry the weight. He's done it. He's proven himself. So I think you got to say that there's probably a little bit more pros for us. But I'm not going to write Ghost Dog off. I mean, he's obviously done very well, and you can't sort of just say be confident that you're going to beat him, because you can't be overconfident to beat a horse that's done what he's done. So I honestly think it's going to be a two-horse race, and I think a lot has got to do with sort of the tactics and the pace of the race.
Okay, so you're also riding Naughty Prince. Last race should be ignored in the bad weather. How do you fancy him this time?
Yeah, I think Naughty Prince, to be honest with you, has probably come to the end of sort of his competitive career. I rode him last time, and he just never quickened up at all. So you can't get too excited about him. He tries his best, but I think he's just past his best. And like I said, I can't get too excited about his chances.
How about Rainbow Man, fourth last time?
Yeah, very good run. Very good run in 1,000 meters last time, but he was finishing his race well, so we've decided to put him over a little bit more ground. If he settles, I think he'll run on well, and I think he's definitely worth considering for the places.
So, Mark, you're not riding in the main race. You've ridden a lot of horses there, like Sino Versace. So, what, according to you, or would that race be hot favorite? What would be going that race?
I think it's a very sort of competitive race, having a look at the field and the fact that it's a mile. A lot of these horses in this race have done better over 2,200, 2,100. It's still beginning of the season, and horses are fresh, and stayers seem to run well when they're fresh. So you can't write the stayers off. I thought Druidsmood ran a cracking race last time against Seattle Ice. I thought it was a great run, and I think he's probably the best distance suited in this race. I just don't know if he's in the same class as those horses. But the fact that it's a mile, he ran a cracking race last time. He's obviously got a good chance. But there's a horse that I've always had a sort of I wouldn't say soft spot, but a horse that I've always had a very high regard for is Solar Captain. I know him from Cape Town. He ran behind the best of his generation there, and he's come here and done well. Obviously, we don't know how fit he is, but he's a classy horse, and if he's right on the day, I probably think he's the horse to beat.
Last question, Mark. If you would be given the chance to pick any of the horses to ride tomorrow in the main race, which one would you pick?
I think for sentimental reasons, Senior Versace. He's got a very soft spot. I've got a very soft spot for that horse. I've been watching him in the morning. Look, he's obviously getting a bit older now. But just for sentimental reasons, I'd love to ride him again. He was a very good horse to me, and when I see him in the mornings, I've always taken a fancy to him, and he's looking quite nice for an old man. And look, if the pace is on, there's no reason why he won't be running on at them at the finish. You know? So if I had to choose one, for sentimental reasons, I'd go with Senior Versace.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Best of luck.